Iran News Now. Is Iran's Islamic Republic ending? As I boarded an aircraft from Tehran to San Francisco in 1978, I had no idea I might never return to my birth country. I felt uneasy as a teenager that year, despite no signs of a revolution months later. I visited my sister, but it started a long absence from Iran. Now 46 years later, I have watched from afar as a country has experienced over 3,000 years of foreign invasions, revolutions, political unrest, and a horrific famine that killed about 20% of its inhabitants. Internal and external forces have crushed all hope for this ancient nation, until now. This turbulent rout began with the 1906 Constitutional Revolution. This campaign, almost a century before the Arab Spring, was the Middle East's first grassroots fight against government corruption and foreign rule. It established a parliament, Majlis, to limit king power. British and Russian armies helped Muhammad Ali Shah dissolve the Majlis in 1908, preventing the revolution's founders from realizing their ideals. Over 40 years later, Iran saw hope again. Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh nationalized the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company and reformed society in 1951. The 1953 CIA-backed coup reinstated Shah Reza Pahlavi's autocratic regime, defeating his aspirations. Although the Shah's 1960s reforms were successful, Iranians opposed rapid westernization. Furthermore, the regime's brutal population suppression obscured and killed another prospective flame of freedom. Discontent increased in 1978, resulting to more violence and security forces shooting protesters. The 1979 revolution founded the Islamic Republic after 2,500 years of monarchy. Like previous presidents, the revolutionary leaders offered optimism and freedom. Ruhollah Khomeini said, "You ladies here have demonstrated that you are at the forefront of this revolution. Your contribution in our Islamic movement is large." He broke his pledge. Iranians' joy is impossible to imagine now. A supermajority of the population, religious to secular, illiterate to Western educated, conservative to progressive, supported the revolution. The Islamic Republic's constitution was based on Sharia Islam's illiberal pillars of Vilayat-e-Faqih, guardianship of the Islamic jurist, and Marji-e-Taqlid, source to follow, which rapidly dashed the excitement. Despite Iran's first free election, which awarded Abolhassan Banisadr the presidency, the hostage crisis, Iran-Iraq war, and mass incarcerations and executions eclipsed political progress. The majority of people supported and admired Ayatollah Khomeini as Marja. That belief sadly underpinned the Islamic Republic. In his arrogance, Khomeini corrupted his system. In 1989, he replaced Hossein Ali Montazeri, a highly qualified Grand Ayatollah and Marja or jurist, with Ali Khamenei, a non-Marja. The Assembly of Experts has to modify the constitution to legitimize Khamenei. Many religious intellectuals opposed Khomeini's decisions, but a weary population accepted them after the Iran-Iraq War. President Ebrahim Raisi's helicopter crash death thwarted Khamenei's ambition to continue this trend decades after his installation. Raisi, the butcher of Tehran, was another unqualified candidate Khamenei wanted as his successor. People probably opposed this choice. Raisi's unexplained death makes the regime appear weaker than domestic and foreign media report. The death of Raisi, whether an accident, foreign intelligence, internal power struggle, or divine intervention, has sparked considerable conjecture and conspiracy theories, each highlighting regime vulnerabilities. Each argument, whether it alleges a national defense breach, internal security failure, systemic ineptitude, or divine disfavor, undermines regime stability and capabilities. Iran has had brief glimpses of democracy since the Islamic Republic. The Green Movement and the election of progressive presidents like Banisadr and Mohammad Khatami briefly brought freedom. Reactionary elections and protester suppression undermined these opportunities. However, the woman, life, freedom movement has grown. Iran's political landscape may change because all 6 presidential hopefuls attacked the status quo. As events unfold, including the election of another moderate, the Islamic Republic struggles with its inconsistencies and rising challenges. Raisi's mystery death and the election result are the latest crises highlighting government weaknesses. The regime's effort to keep power despite economic pain and social turmoil shows a deepening breakdown of public trust and governance. External scrutiny and internal dissent may matter. The Islamic Republic's rigid clerical structure is becoming untenable. As the government struggles to maintain legitimacy and handle supreme leader succession, the question becomes when the regime will face a crucial reckoning. This inevitability suggests the current government model is ending, which could transform Iran's politics.